Hi, so I'm just sitting in my room at the guest house, and I'm currently in Siem Reap, Cambodia. And I wanted just to take a few minutes and talk about my Bonjour Paris retreat that is coming up in December. So the retreat runs from December 20th through January 3rd. And I'm really excited about it. I'm excited because it's Paris, and Paris is a wonderful city. But I'm also really excited about the curriculum that I'm putting together. So the retreat is for women who want to come to Paris and experience healing of the heart. So Paris is a very heart-oriented city. It's a city of passion and creativity, and it's a place where, countless artists have come and created works of power, enduring works of power. So even though it's a city, with concrete and, buildings and traffic and noise, it's still an incredibly powerful place to come if you want to heal your heart. So I'll just tell you a little bit about my history with Paris, which is, it just shows how much I love the city and how connected I am to the city. But I first went there when I was 15, and I didn't like the city at all. I'd been to London and Italy and, Florence and Rome, and people in those places were really kind of like fun and open. And when I got to Paris, I felt like it was stuffy. Even though when I first landed in Paris, I thought, wow, this is an interesting vibration. It feels so strange here. But when I had actually gotten into the city and met the people, I just felt like everyone was very uptight, just not very warm. But interestingly, when I got back to the United States, all that I could talk about was Paris. And I talked about the food and even the fashion, and just everything on my mind and everything out of my mouth was Paris, 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 Paris. And years later, I realized that Paris is magical for me. It's very transformational. And so when I kind of had this dream of living there, and it was a dream that I quickly ignored as I got caught up in my life back home in Los Angeles, and I grew up and was working and all this kind of thing. I never really kind of thought that dream could come true. It was a dream that was more of a pipe dream than a reality. Well, I had entered into this relationship with this man, and he was cheating on me all the time, and it was this really devastating emotional weirdness between us. And after about 4 years, I think it was 4 or 5 years, I decided that I was going to, actually what I decided was that I was going to Paris to run the marathon. And I had asked the guy if he wanted to come, and he was like, no, I don't want to go to Paris. And I'm like, oh, all right. So I ended up going to run the marathon on my own. But the thing is, I was 60 pounds overweight, and I never got around to training for the marathon. So I had signed up for the marathon in October of 2001, and come April of 2002, I was still 60 pounds overweight and totally untrained. So I ended up going to Paris anyway, and what I thought I would do is just walk the marathon like they do in Los Angeles. They've got walkers in Los Angeles for the marathon, but in Paris they don't. They don't keep the street open for you. I didn't know that when I got there. So I ended up having to run part of the marathon, even though I'd never run before. Last time I had run, I was 9 years old, and that was even, kind of a disaster. So anyway, I get to Paris, and I'm this, 180-pound woman, and on my frame, 180 pounds looks like 200 pounds. Honestly, it was not a comfortable sight, and it was just hard, carrying all this weight, and Paris is a place where women are very slim, I felt insecure. I felt really out of place. I felt disconnected, and I felt very lonely until my third day there. I was there for a whole week. And it was the day before the marathon, actually. I think it was the day before the marathon. So I was walking down the street right in front of the Moulin Rouge. Actually, I'd gone to see the Moulin Rouge, that's right. I'd gone to see the Moulin Rouge. And what I found was, as I was walking down the street, there was this tremendous feeling of, really of warmth, tremendous connection, vibrancy, vitality, and love that washed over me. I looked around, like at the street, and it was crowded, and there were neon lights, and it was just crazy. And I felt alive. And I said to myself, I'm moving here. And it was that clear, that decisive, this is what I want. So I ended up going to run the marathon the next day, and it took me 14 hours to complete the whole marathon. But you know what? I completed it, and that was very powerful for me. I had lunch in the middle of the marathon, okay? I had lunch, cigarette, coffee, croissant, all in the middle of the marathon, but by golly, I made it back to the Champs-Élysées. So the point is that Paris got tremendous healing power. It has tremendous power to awaken us to our passion, to our creativity, to the yearnings and the longings of our hearts. And that is why I'm taking this group of women to Paris. So I'm looking to take 8 to 12 people to a big, beautiful apartment in Paris, or a big, beautiful house. It depends whether, if we do 8 people, it will be a lovely apartment. And if we actually end up doing 12, if I do 12 people, I'm going to need to have maybe 2 assistants. And I'm just feeling my way through this part right now, just because I need to get my assistants in order. But I know that the universe will deliver me what I need. I like the number 8 so much. It's the number of Saturn, and Saturn is my ruler, Number 8 is my number, so I really want to work with the number 8. But the number 12 keeps coming in, so that's why I keep kind of waffling between the two. The point is, it's going to be tremendous fun to be in this big house in Paris, and we're going to be having meditation every morning, yoga or movement, meditation movement. We'll have breakfast every morning. There's going to be, there's a great, I have my schedule all planned out online, but I have a curriculum that I will be presenting. And my curriculum is very exciting for me because it's heart-opening work. So we're going to do a combination of light work and shadow work. So the light work is going to help us focus on our desires, and the shadow work is going to help peel away the layers of disconnection that make us think that we can't have what we want. So a lot of us have dreams, that we want to manifest, but we have a whole bunch of beliefs that tell us why we can't manifest our dreams, why these dreams can't come true. And the thing is, all those beliefs are baloney. We just need to get in alignment with what we want and let the universe bring to us what we want. And bring to us the resources we need. And we need to be patient, and we need to listen to our intuition and follow our guidance and tune in. And more than anything, though, we have to stop the negative thinking and obliterate the negative beliefs that are making us not able to align with the thing we desire. So what I'm going to do is help whoever's on this retreat do that. That's what this retreat is about. It's about looking at what it is we want and then understanding why we think we can't have it, and then working with those limiting beliefs so that we are not limited by them. You know, we change the beliefs. We have to change the beliefs. I have great techniques to help us do just that. Once you change your belief, you change your whole life. Your beliefs are nothing but a set of paradigms, you know, it's a consciousness that you're holding. We're flipping between different consciousnesses all the time, you know? So it's going to be great work for us to actually practice, you know, these techniques. And these are techniques that you'll be able to take home so that once we're done at the retreat, you'll actually feel like you're empowered and that you're able to practice these things at home once we're done. So that's one part of the retreat. The other part is we're going to take our desires and actually make plans around them. You know, we're going to put a schedule together, make a calendar, and we're going to line up our resources, and we're going to really kind of mastermind what it is that we want to bring into the world and how, well, the steps we need to take it, to do it. We're going to do action plans and the steps that are important for us, you know, and prioritize. These are the things that are intimidating for a lot of people, you know. I love it. I have a Virgo moon, and it gives me a really kind of great way of organizing things and communicating. So I'm very excited about this. Now, the other part of the retreat is the time that we get to spend in Paris. Yay! Paris is a fantastic city, and so I've got some wonderful ways of helping us see the city, and it's going to be about opening the heart and exploring the city in a way that's different than the way the tourists explore the heart or explore the city. So we're going to be doing scavenger hunts, and we're going to be kind of being what they call in French, they call it le flâneur. That is someone who wanders. It appears that they're wandering aimlessly, but the flâneur is someone who actually is taking in everything through their senses. They're watching, but they're also feeling, and they're going through the city very slowly, and they're connected to everything, and they get to go home and then they get to write about it, or they, you know, the impressionistic artists kind of coined this term, and it became kind of this kind of guiding principle of observing things slowly and then creating from that place of connection. And we've gotten, of course, some of the best art and literature, you know, paintings, literature, music, everything is just such a powerful time. And I'm over the moon right now, man. I'm over the moon about this retreat. It fills me up. I'm full of excitement about this retreat. So, okay, I've gone on for long enough. I should probably stop right here. Plus, I'm really sweaty. So, I'm in Siem Reap, and I'm right at the river. And all the traffic that you hear is all the noise. Hi. I love Cambodia. I just love it here. It's oh my God, Cambodia, Paris. There's just life all over this planet, but Cambodians are so friendly when you know, they see me filming, you know, and I'm pointing, and they're just waving, like, hi. It's awesome. Anyway, so I'm in Cambodia right now. I go back to Paris on September 22nd. No, September 20th is when I go back. And I'm excited about being here, but I'm excited also about getting back there and, you know, starting life again in Paris. All right, friends, signing off for right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, if you're ready to sign up for the Bonjour Paris retreat, what I want you to do is to go to the website or email me. You can go to the website and the links are all there with the pricing, with the dates, all that stuff is all on the website. I'll also put the information in the YouTube description so that you can have it there. But really you need to go to the website because that's where all the details are. I'm getting the calendar now. I just downloaded a new calendar to my website. So I've got to get all the information transferred from my Google Calendar onto the new calendar on the website. So anyway, that will be there for you. And I look forward to creating with you. And I look forward to going on this heart-opening journey in the magical city of Paris. All right. Let's say au revoir. Bye for now, my friends.